Good morning. Welcome to our morning meditation. I'm Kelly Capsar, and I'll be your practitioner for the day. If you would take a moment and just check cell phones and whatever, make sure that we're all fully present right here. And this meditation is going to be a blend of music and spoken word and silence, and will last approximately 20 minutes, after which the services will start. So, welcome. And welcome to everybody who joins us online or at any time, not this precise moment in this precise location. So, let's all take a breath. All the way in and all the way out. And notice your breath as it moves into your shoulders and your hips. And notice your breath as it moves into your elbows and your knees. And notice your breath as it moves into your head and your hands and your feet. With your attention on your feet, simply notice, what does the earth right beneath you feel like? And remembering that our physical self is the bridge between divine, between the universe, and the earth we live on. Our breath is that conduit. For our breath is the same breath that moves the oceans and the clouds. And today our topic is recognizing love. So from this space of connection with the earth, with divine, I invite you to bring to mind an experience where you felt complete love for yourself, for another, from another. Once you have that experience of complete love, I invite you to notice where you feel it in your body. And let's not let it be our heart. Let's notice somewhere else in our body where we feel that complete experience of love. Maybe it's your belly. Maybe it's your low back. Maybe that experience of love resides in your hands. Maybe that experience of love can reside in your knees or your feet. And some of the ways that you can know where this love resides in your body are maybe sensations of warmth, or buzzing, or tingling, or expansion. And then once you've got that place identified in your body, where love resides, where love is recognized, that is not your heart. Just notice, does it have a weight or a texture? Does it have a color or a sound? Can you taste it or smell it? And so for the next 10 minutes or so, I invite you to sit with, where do I feel the love in my body? And maybe once you have this noticing, you can notice other places in your body where you also have that full recognition that love resides. And having that tangible expression, I simply invite you to let it expand. And you get to decide where it expands. Possibly someone is noticing that their ears are where love is being held. Remembered words of love, songs. The magic of silence. In the next 3 minutes, as we start to bring this to a conclusion, I want to invite you to imagine a hand behind your heart. Allowing the back of your heart to be filled up with the love that is. Allowing it to come through the front of your heart, filling your entire heart space. as you're ready, gently start returning back to this time, this space, your body right here, right now. Thank you for joining me. This concludes our meditation this morning. Please feel free to move around for the next 10 minutes and come back and join us for services.
We're all in it together, it's true as they say. Still confusion abounds as we seek the right way. And I wonder sometimes what this world's coming to, and try to imagine what would Jesus do, saying all is well and it's as it should be. It's easy when things are all pretty and clean, but when I think things aren't happening how they're supposed to, I try to imagine what would Jesus do. What would he say about the homeless and hungry? What would he do about the beggar and thief? What would he say to the drunk and drug addict, or the young girl selling herself on the street? Do you think he'd see heavenly perfection underneath their earthly shell? Through the veil of confusion to what is true, I believe that's what Jesus would do.
Hello. Oh, hey, this is the sound check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Through the veil of confusion to what is true, I believe that's what Jesus would do. I believe that's what Jesus would do.
If this life is one act, why do we lay all these traps? We put them right in our path when we just wanna be free. I will not waste my days making up all kinds of ways to worry about I just let go of what I know I don't know, and I know I only do this by living in the moment, living my life easy and breezy, with peace in my mind, with peace in my heart, with peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home, living in the moment. I'm letting myself off the hook for things I've done. I let my past go past, and now I'm having more fun. I'm letting go of the thoughts that do not make me strong, and I believe this way can feel the same for everyone. And if I fall asleep, I know you'll be the one who'll always remind me to live in the moment, living my life easy and breezy, with peace in my mind, with peace in my heart, peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I can walk through life facing backwards. I have tried. When holy water was where it best, barely where my fingertips. Now I have to hold my breath, 'cause I'm swimming in a sea of it. It used to be a world out there, every second rain had me down. But I walked it with the reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Yeah. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Yeah. Read a questioning child's face and say it's not a testament. Well, that'd be very hard to say. See another new morning dawn and say it's not a sacrament. I tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood and saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Everything, every little thing, everything is holy now. Yeah, everything is holy now. Hey, yeah. Everything's a miracle. Everything is holy now. 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 Everything's a miracle. Everything is holy now.
Nobody can tell ya there's only one song worth singing. They may try and sell ya, 'cause it hangs them up to see someone like you. But you've gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. You're gonna be knowing the loneliest kind of lonely. It may be rough going just to do your things, the hardest thing to do. But you've gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. So if you cannot take my hand, and if you must be going, well, I will understand. 'Cause you've gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. Yes, we gotta make our own kind of music, sing our own special song, make our own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. Something's calling me.
It was like something was calling me and pulling me into a different direction. And then I found Center for Spiritual Living Greater Las Vegas. My relationship with the center has shown me a deeper realization of God and how this indwelling presence guides, sustains, and directs me in every capacity and every experience in my life. As I continue to study the teachings of these great mystics and sages, I will find more love, peace, and a general sense of universal good and harmony in my life.
Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before.
Is something calling you?
Keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real with Reverend Laura. Keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real with Reverend Laura.
This is Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Las Vegas. At CSL Greater Las Vegas, it is our mission to inspire spiritual discovery through community connection, exploration, and celebration. This mission supports the all-inclusive vision of Centers for Spiritual Living worldwide, in which we envision a world that works for everyone and all of creation.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Laura, and it is my pleasure to be the spiritual director here. And what a glorious day this is. Isn't it beautiful outside today? Yeah, I'm glad to see so many of you decided to come anyway. So I appreciate that. It's always much more fun to have people to talk to. So today is a really special day, and I can see there are some brand new faces here in the audience, and I'm so thrilled to have you here. You're going to in for a special treat that we don't usually have here. I see some faces that I haven't seen in a while, but welcoming them to our center. Thanks for coming here, Taya and your folks. I appreciate you guys. And I see some people that I've seen here before that are just wonderful to have you guys back. And of course, we always like to welcome those people we can't see. So if you would, just turn around and wave at the camera back there and welcome our people who are joining us online today. We have a very robust online audience, and so we are thrilled to be able to provide this service for them too as well. So we're going to kick it off this morning with some music.
Yes, home where the love is.
So Justin wrote this song for us and has finished it up as we were doing a class here at our center. So the words are going to be on the screen, right?
Yes.
All right, would you guys sing along?
Yes, please, if you'd like to stand, please join me. I am home where the love is. I am one with spirit. Thankful for my blessings every moment, every day. I am home where the love is. Surrounded in God's presence. Resting in my love and truth. I let Spirit lead the way. It's lovely to meet you and to get to know your face. We are surrounded in love, flowing through this sacred space. We listen now as Spirit gently leads the way, as we open to the mystery. With love we will say, I am home where the love is. I am one with Spirit. Thankful for my blessings every moment, every day. I am home where the love is. Surrounded in God's presence. Resting in my love and truth. I let Spirit lead the way. We gather together and Spirit guides our way. We're united in truth and love leads our way. We open to our calling very deep within. We listen for the silent voice and together we sing. I am home where the love is. I am one with Spirit. Thankful for my blessings every moment, every day. I am home where the love is. Surrounded in God's presence. Resting in my love and truth. I let Spirit lead the way. Resting in my love and truth. I let Spirit lead the way. All right, feel free to greet your neighbor at this time.
It's always so nice to spend some time greeting each other. We're going to shift our focus now and go into a little more contemplative time. I'm going to invite up our practitioner of the day, Kelly Capsar, who's going to share our weekly affirmation with you and give us our invocation, along with some beautiful music by Justin. Kelly.
Thank you. And welcome. Am I up?
It's right there. Affirmations on the screen.
Yeah, it's here.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. And it's up behind me, so if you would like to repeat with me. In my life, I recognize divine spirit within all things and all beings. Let's do that again. In my life, I recognize divine spirit within all things and all beings. Good job.
God, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary as you. All right, join me. God, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary as you.
And so continuing in this sanctuary, this space of oneness, this space of divine, this space of grace, this space of life, I simply know the truth that I am one with and as this one, that all that I am, that every cell, every fiber of my being is this sanctuary, this living place of divine. And as I know it's the truth for me, so do I know it is the truth for every living being, every living thing. And breathing into that, I let that knowingness expand throughout my body, throughout my life, throughout my community, throughout my world. The grace, the life, the divinity that already is. I consciously allow it, invite it to move in greater and greater ways into all that is in this time, this space right here and right now. And so for this and so much more, for the perfect unfoldment of life, of divine, I simply breathe into this and rest in this knowingness that right here, right now, in this and every moment that is becoming divine right here, living sanctuary right here, is the truth of who and what we are. And breathing together, we simply let this go. And together we say, and so it is.
God, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary as you. God prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary as you, a sanctuary as you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. So today is a kind of special day. It's one of those days where we get to see something we don't usually see. But before we start that, I want to ask you a question. How many of you have ever said to yourself, man, I wish I knew this stuff when I was younger? You know, I've said, oh, I wish I knew this when I was 15, and then I've said, I wish I knew this when I was 10, and I've said, I wish I knew this when I was 5. My goodness, wouldn't life be different if we knew what we know now back then? We have before us today someone who has known it since he was 5 years old. Grew up, it's grown up in our center. From this precocious, cute as a button, little 5-year-old. Watched him grow up here in our center. He's been part of our youth program since he came here with his family. An integral part. He's now does our Wednesday night services for the sound and tech and so forth here as a part of our staff. And he's here today to talk about how this philosophy, this way of life, this amazing stuff we call science of mind has affected his life. And we're doing this as a kickoff to our teen camp fundraiser. So we'll talk about that in a little bit more. But today, Kyle Marshall is here to give us our message. So I'm going to turn it over to Kyle.
All right. Hello, everybody in the world. How are you? I am amazing, personally. Cool. Can I use this? I can. Look at that. That's my name. My name is Kyle Marshall, and as Leonora has been talking about, I have been here since I was 5 years old, and have just grown up here, and I've been here through all of our locations, even when we didn't have a location. I was sticking around, you know. So I just want to say that this talk has been, really brewing in the back of my mind for a very long time. I was like running through a bunch of rough drafts and everything, and it was really just grim and dark. That's all I was going to talk about, was just things that are not very fun. And then when I brought it up to my mom, she was like, you can't just trauma dump on everybody and just be like, that was my talk, fundraise, send me to camp. I can't do that. But, I was told that I kind of have to have an arc, so it kind of put me in a little bit of oh, what has happened? And I just want to start by talking about summer camp of 2023. That was the time of my life that it clicked for me, what everything was all about. And that's where I got my first tattoo ideas. Sorry, Dad. So there I kind of realized, there was this kid. He went up for free expression at the end of camp, which is just kind of like a time that you're allotted, about a minute to 5 minutes, depending on when you go. And he got up there and he started to tear up immediately, and I was like, oh, great, here we go. And he talked about how a few years back that he overdosed on some heavier drugs, and not even his own family would see him as a person. And going to that camp made him realize that he is someone, that people can love him, people do love him. And that always stuck with me so hard. And that's what I lived with all the way throughout my first semester of college. starting in August. And throughout that whole time, people would ask me, what's camp about? And I just freeze up immediately. I can't even lie. Like, they'll just ask me, and I'll be like, well, everybody just says that they love you. And that's, all I really have to say about that. And going throughout this whole semester, I tried to keep those ideals really close to me, and everything that I had learned from this teaching moving forward. And then getting towards the end of the semester, we were preparing for finals. And, sorry everybody. On December 6th of 2023, a man walked on campus with a gun and began to shoot people. Yeah, great talk. So, from that point forward, realizing the destruction that people can cause on your life, it sets a very bad precedent moving forward. Because if you hold these ideals so close, you have to see the love that is still in that scenario. And luckily for me, winter camp was right around the corner. So a few weeks later, I went to that camp. And the things that I learned from that past summer camp were really just drilled in a lot better there. The people that I met during summer of 2023, when I saw them again, they greeted me with open arms. And the only real semblance of love that I had since that event was hugging my parents after I got to their car. So it was a breath of fresh air. Sorry. Those people at that camp helped me realize so much more about who I am. Because from that event, I thought that, I was just nothing. I was just another person, that I wasn't very important, that I wasn't worth anything. And so I went through my whole life like that up until that point, which was only a couple months, but it was enough. And those people at camp, and the people that I went with from Vegas even to there, just on that little road trip, I kind of was like, maybe there is so much more. And there was. There's this place at Camp Buckhorn in California called Inspiration Point. And it's like a little hiking trail. You get up there and everything like that. You look out and it's all the trees. They're all very pretty. And, when I was up there, it clicked for me even more that I am so lucky. I am so lucky. Because I am alive right now to be able to experience this. I could have been born 100 years ago and never seen what I saw at camp. Just looking out at all the trees in the mountains and hearing the birds chirp, the bugs crawling on my feet, and all that stuff. And people are so awesome is another thing I realized there, because friendships that blossomed in summer of 2023 just got added on to even more while I was there. And wow, when what other place in the world can you go meet someone, disappear for 6 months, come back, and then still talk like you never left? Like, I'm going through some, things right now where it's like people that I knew in middle school, I'm just meeting now again that I'm in college, and it's like we've never met before. But with people from camp, I hear from advisors that it's like, oh, I haven't talked to this person in like 20 years, but I met them here. And so we always know what to talk about. We're always still going to be best friends throughout our entire lives. And I have not found that in a single other place other than camp. And going back to school, it was hard at first, of course. But after that winter camp of, a lot of sledding, there was a lot of snow. It was really surprising. living in Vegas, you don't really get snow. So, so many activities, so much fun was had over there that I had to now bring home. So I would meet these new people during the semester, and, I wouldn't immediately just go, do you want to know where I go to church? I wouldn't do that. But if they had questions, I would answer them. And it led to a lot of people, connecting with me on many different levels that I didn't really, knew were there. There's a lot of people that I know that really, really love what we do here. And if I was not around to tell them that, they wouldn't have ever known. There was a night this past, semester, during the semester, that I was very panicked, and the first person to pick up the phone was someone from camp. And she sat on the phone with me till 4 a.m. to make sure that I was calm and I was safe. From that point forward, I began to give back to the world. After what happened in December, I don't really like to tell people this because I don't really feel like I deserve or need the recognition for it. But I try to give flowers to the business building every month. I try to be there for people that never had someone be there for them before. And when you can do that, when you are strong enough to do that, you meet so many amazing people and you gain such insightful knowledge on what's out there. And I just try so hard to make sure that as many people as I can love are loved, even if they are not in the consciousness that we are in now. There's still things I struggle with a lot. And, I could go really, really deep into this and just kind of like tell you guys everything, but I don't think I should do that. I don't know if you guys would want to sit through that. But I am so lucky to have known the people that I surround myself with every single day. I go to school and I say hi to these people, we joke around, and if you're like walking around with us or anything like that, you'll kind of just be like, oh wow, they hate each other, but we love each other so much. Like, you guys have no idea. And these people, help me realize so much even after camp, help drill it into my head even more that I do matter and that I do exist here in this time. And that I can look out at all the mountains that are around us, even if they are just bare and, dry. And I could say, wow, those are beautiful. Because nobody else in the world can see those mountains through the eyes that I see them through. And people help me realize that. People as in everybody help me realize that. Everyone I surround myself with. I am now in a spot where I feel this love so heavily. And I try very hard to give back. As hard as I can. There's some things that are just simply out of my control, and all I can do is just hope them the best and wish them the best. And this is a very long journey. People don't get to go through the experiences that you went through. And realizing that you are so unique and that you are one in however many people could ever be born. There was something that Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about on a podcast. I forget where it was or when I heard it, but he said that all of the people that could ever be born will never be born because of all the genetic combinations that you can have. And to think that I was so lucky to be put in this life right now where I can talk in front of all of you about this. It's so powerful. It is so powerful. And I really want to thank my friends that that have helped me get through so much. Wow. My friends from camp, the friends that I see every day, the people that I look to as mentors, and my parents. I love everyone so much. And I can now say that with my chest. I can look in the mirror every day and go, wow, you are handsome and I love you very much. And I just want to say that these people that are on the screen that I went to camp with, that are my friends, and all the places that I've seen, these are the things that I can share with you because someone had the bright idea of inventing a camera. So I can show you these. But when I would see them with my eyes, it was just the most beautiful thing. And all of these experiences with these people. You can see my friend Wynn sledding. Me and my friend Wynn and Jess over at an Inspiration Point. You can't really see the mountain because of the exposure, And then at the bottom middle is a picture of all of us right after the dance at camp, which is at the very end of camp. And so I just want to thank everybody for giving me this opportunity. And I love you all very, very much. Thank you.
Sometimes it's hard to talk after things like this. Oh, I want to tell you something about Kyle that he didn't say. But this I know. On that day in December, when they were sheltered in place, people gravitated to Kyle because he was a place of peace. They don't know why, and he wasn't saying anything, but he was a place of peace that brought calm to the situation, which we can only imagine being in. That is the power of this teaching, and that is the power of moving through it, and it's the power of the future that we are creating when we send these kids to camp. I had the fortune to go to camp last summer. It was, for me, it was life-changing too. As an advisor, I probably won't ever experience it again because it was so physically taxing for me. But what I saw there beyond inspired me. Kyle told you the story of the open mic. And it's just a 3-hour period in the afternoon where kids can come up and do whatever they want to do. They can speak, read a poem, do a comedy routine, whatever they want to do. But the things that were shared, the challenges that these young people have moved through in their lives, and moved through them. So many of our challenges stick us in place. And these kids have been given the skills to move through them, to move to a place of deeper understanding about the world and their place in it. You know, our founder, Ernest Holmes, in the last talk he gave at Asilomar, it's called The Sermon by the Sea. And, oh, darn it. Sorry, I got something opening up here. Hold on. My fingers are wet from tears, sorry. Come on. I don't know why it won't come up. There we go. You get that up, Joe? Ernest says this in the Sermon by the Sea. You find me 1,000 people in the world who know what religious science is and use it and live it as if it is. And I'll live to see a new world, a new heaven, a new earth here. In the 18 years I've been here, we've sent more than 1,000 kids to teen camp. Our future is bright because of it. Because these are people who are learning these principles at a young age and then living their lives from it. We're blessed to be witnessing it. We're blessed to have this as our future, because the future is bright. Some of the things that they learn at teen camp are about that self-empowerment, about loving yourself, about living from that place of truth. One of Ernest's practitioners, Christian Larson, who was actually Ernest's practitioner, he went to him for counseling, wrote this in his book, The Pathway of Roses. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside of you that is greater than any obstacle you have ever experienced. And that's what camp teaches these kids. That's what camp teaches our kids. Our future. Can you imagine how your life would be different if you knew there was something inside of you greater than any challenge you ever faced? I think the sky would be unlimited at that time. Teen camp has a long, rich history of providing structure for kids. What was amazing for me as a minister to be there was to see how many ministers went to teen camp as teens. One of my mentors in ministerial school, I think she's pretty close to 80 now, was one of the first teens at teen camp. And she has influenced kids at least for 60 years. At least 60 years. What an impact it makes on the world. So later at the end of our service, you're going to have an opportunity to hear about our Mother's Day fundraiser. One of our other teens, Kaylee Marshall, is also our flower designer. And she and her family are putting together a fundraiser to help send our kids to camp. I see some more of our kids out here in the audience. I'm glad to see you guys here, Chloe and Celia, and all of you here to join us in this. And so I hope you consider supporting it. The fundraiser will go through Mother's Day. We have to order. You have to pre-order, right, Kelly? Yes. Yeah, they have to be pre-ordered. So we'll have a couple of weeks to get those orders in so that we can get the flowers done for you. So anyway, let's go into prayer, folks. I invite our practitioners to stand and surround the sanctuary. Thanks, Justin. I'm about done with it. Excuse me a minute. You want to pray with me? Come on up. And so we just take in a deep breath, centering ourselves in that peace that is, that presence that is in each one of us, that is that living, breathing life that we are. I know this presence is who I am. I see it in the faces of everyone around me. I know that each one of us is divinely connected to that power, that presence, that love intelligence that could do nothing else but create from itself. And as we look around, we see all of the amazing creations of that one. On the beautiful faces of each person we greet. On the glorious sky surrounding our valley. On the mountains and the critters. And everything that has ever been is all a perfect emanation of that one. And so I know that right here and right now, that power and presence is moving through each one of us. And it is creating our bright futures. just as it creates our magnificent presence. I know that there is no limit to this one. I'll let Kyle speak a little here.
I know that we are all creations of the universe, created divinely and equally as we move through our experiences and return to once we once were. I know that we are all so embedded with love, so embedded with kindness, and so embedded with so many grand experiences.
And how good it is to know this, how good it is to feel it and see it operating right here in our lives. I know that our future is bright. It is alive with promise. And I am excited as all be to see what's happening in our incredible world, in our incredible community, and with the future of Centers for Spiritual Living so well established. I am just grateful. And so I release this word into the law, into that creative mind that says, yes, 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 that knows no limit, no lack, and is always unfolding for the highest and greatest good of all. I let it go and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Whew. Thank you. So now is that time when you have an opportunity to support us financially. We are a 501c3 religious nonprofit, and so we receive most of our funding through your generous donations. And so we have lots of different ways that you can give electronically, through our text to give, through Zelle, through our online donations. If you want to do any of those and you're having trouble with that, Kaylee Marshall is in the back there, sitting there ready to receive and help you out in any way possible. We're also very grateful to receive cash and check donations here today. So as our ushers prepare themselves here, we are going
All
to,
I give.
let's do a little blessing first.
Yes.
I'm a little whatever. All right, if you would, just hold your offering over your heart. If you have given electronically or you plan to give later, please just put your hands over your heart. This gift I give
This gift I give
goes forth from me,
goes forth from me,
touching lives
touching
and doing amazing things,
and doing amazing things.
and returns to me in kind,
And returns to me in kind,
pressed down and overflowing.
pressed down and overflowing.
And so it
And
is.
so it is.
We're singing All I
I
Give?
Give.
All I give.
All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All right, embrace these words in this chant, realizing the truth in these words. Here we go, 2 more times. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. Last time. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly.
All right, would you join me as we bless this offering? I know that everything that has been given here today goes forth doing amazing things. It touches lives in untold ways. It blesses our center and everyone who comes in contact with it. We are infinitely blessed by the abundance here today, and so it is. Thank you. All right, we have announcements. If you're not aware, this is the proud mama of this young man here, Kelly Marshall.
Wow, what a morning, huh? Stick-licka. All right. We do have a couple of extra announcements today, so I'm going to move through them a little quickly. But if you have any questions about anything, it's generally on our website, or you can stop one of us around here and ask us any questions that you might have about any of them. First up, join El Marie's family and friends in coming together to celebrate the well-lived life of longtime CSLGLV member and practitioner emeritus Elmarie Farwalter. The celebration will be at noon, April 27th, at the CSL located on Rancho Drive. Next up, World Labyrinth Day, coming up right here on our labyrinth, on our sanctuary floor, Saturday, May 4th at 1 p.m. Join thousands and thousands of people around the world as they walk at 1 o'clock, their local time. So just imagine for a moment a wave of peace moving around the globe at 1 o'clock in every time zone as we walk together that day. Before the Labyrinth Walk, you can join us for a special Soul Crafters with Reverend Laura. And what better way to celebrate World Labyrinth Day than to create one of your own? Reverend Laura will lead us through the process of creating finger labyrinths using a variety of media. The workshop begins at 10 o'clock. You can register today in person or online. There is a cost for this one of $10 to cover materials. And the time has come. Gourmets for God host signups begin today out in the lobby on the table by the youth room. And for more information, you can stop there and chat with a couple of your Gourmets for God representatives. You can submit your host form in person or read more about it online at CSLGLV.org. My husband, Chris, and I had the honor of hosting a Gourmets for God a few years ago. It was our poolside fiesta. It was really a lot of fun to welcome members of this community into our home to experience our backyard and a beautiful barbecue with some swimming happening too. So, if you think you have an idea about a way that you would like to host, please stop by and speak to them today. They are so happy to help you with that. Next up, a 3-part workshop, Junebug. Join Dr. Wilson Edward Reed for this 3-part workshop exploring the life of a young person in 1956 Mississippi as he navigates the loss of his mother and his struggles with racial discrimination as told in his book, Junebug. Dr. Reed is in the lobby today to answer questions about the workshop, has a few books and t-shirts available for cash purchases. We do have 2 options for registration we can help you with in person today or on the website. The workshop is $45 and the workshop and book would be $60. You can see Kaylee in the back or sign up online. Next up, Wednesday night, part of the mind-body connection, heart intelligence. Reverend Laura is going to tell us a little bit about that, but first, a reminder that the town hall is next Sunday, right after the service, where we're going to let you know a little bit more about CSLGLV, what we do here, and how you can participate in it. It is open to all members and friends, so feel free to please join us then. And Walking the Path, our newest sacred circle, starts this Tuesday at 11 o'clock right here as a study of the daily guides from Science of Mind magazine. Again, that's at 11 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Reverend Laura?
All right. Did you guys know your heart has a brain? There's a cluster of nerves that is very much like the start of a brain in our heart. And we can use that intelligence in our heart to help keep it working better and to help bring about a greater experience of life. And so we're going to talk about that on Wednesday night and go through a meditation to help us touch into that, tap into that intelligence that resides right in our hearts there. We're really excited. We have a lot of things happening here. Check out our website for more information on any of those. If you decide you want to do the Soul Crafters Labyrinth, finger labyrinth making thing, make sure you sign up in advance. I got to make sure I have enough materials for everyone. So you can pay at the door if you need to, but definitely sign up in advance on that. It's a great, great week here, and we are just so excited. I want to give Kyle another hand. Kyle, stand up here. Thank you. He told me after the prayer that he'd do this again.
Oh, yes, I would. I would.
All right. Would you stand, please? Oh, yes. The fundraiser, yes. There is a slide. You didn't do it. There's a slide for the fundraiser. It's a beautiful slide created by Kelly. So this is, Kaylee, okay. So this is the prices of the available floral arrangements. And again, we need you to sign up in advance for this so that we can make sure they get all available to you. Kaylee usually brings in a couple of little extra ones for people that didn't sign up, but if you want to get a base arrangement, then make sure that you sign up on our, and all of the proceeds go to fund our teens. All of them send our teens to camp. So the marshals generously donate the flowers to make the fundraiser, so to send our kids to camp. So please consider supporting them. Even if you don't want the flowers, you can give a donation to the camp too. So, all right.
Are we stacking chairs?
Yes, we are stacking chairs. Thank you, Justin. And we have prayer available after service. I usually have a slide that says that. I don't have it. So we have prayer available after service. Our prayer room is right outside this door over here. You can access it just past the bathrooms if you come down that hall, or you can go out this door right here. Our practitioners are available to do a one-on-one prayer with you if you have any challenge in your life right now that you'd like a little clarity around, or if your life is just going phenomenally good right now and you want it to continue, go see a practitioner. We also have a prayer request box in the lobby that you can fill out a form and request prayer there. You can also request prayer on our website. Lots of ways to get prayer here. I encourage you highly to reach out and ask. All right, would you stand, please? We haven't done this one in a while, so let's do this one. Repeat after me, please. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
It is this thing called love.
It is this thing called love.
Love is in my heart.
Love is in my heart.
Love is in my mind.
Love is in my mind.
Love is in everything I do.
Love is in everything I do.
I am it.
I am it.
I share it.
I share it.
And I'm becoming more of it
And I'm becoming more of it
each and every day.
each and every day.
Thank you, love.
Thank you, love.
All right, use me, right?
Use me.
All right,
yes.
would you join us?
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Okay, last time, sing it out now. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. 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 Have a beautiful week, everybody.